I need to set the record straight. I bought the dress.
This is what church has become to. You look on BET, the choirs look like this. Baptist folk like this.
And I like it.
Non-denominational like this. So-called apostolic.
I don't care whether you like it or not. She ain't mad to y'all, she mad to me.
I'm looking like a $2 whore. Two.
I needed to get this straight. I needed to deal with it head on. Because the other day the internet went crazy about a dress my wife had on. Now, they didn't say anything about the $4 million that was raised for the United Negro College Fund.
See, right there, Jamal Bryant just put a price tag on his woman's body, and most people didn't pick up on what he's doing here. He said he was able to raise $4 million at this event where his wife wore some sort of flesh-colored dress. He understands where most of his support comes from. There are those who say that the man was supporting because of his wife's dress. Well, in my opinion, the silly black women would look at his wife's dress and say that dress looked pretty. They look like a power couple. They look cute together. Okay, and that's what inspires the liberal black woman to contribute to the $4 million that he raised. Welcome to Face Engaged Ministries. This is a biblically based reactions channel where often I expose false prophets, their heretical teachings, and their wickedness. Okay, Jamal Bryant and his adulterous wife are degenerate agents of Satan.
They never mentioned that she prayed until heaven came down. They never said anything about this was the largest fundraiser for for HBCUs in the country.
It doesn't matter what the money was raised for. Again, this Negro put a price tag on his woman's body. Technically, she's not even his wife. Allegedly, she already initiated a divorce from another man. All right, this woman is a harlot. Okay, what he said makes no sense. That's just like saying if a man paid him $4 million to sleep with his wife, this heifer would take the money and tell this Jezebel to bend over. I believe Jamal Bryant and this woman may have had an open relationship of some sort. We must remember that these celebrities always put on a facade, and he got devil obligations, which he will never talk about publicly because he got to keep the oath to the Prince Hall Freemasons. Let's read this comment from his so-called alleged wife, Miss Carrie Baby. She says, "My honey and I had a blast last night doing what we both love, celebrating and giving back to HBCUs. See, it's all about the money." She goes on to say, "Nobody does this better than the Unc F Atlanta. The 2026 Mayor's Mass Ball was one for the books, and the Bryants were thrilled to be a part of it. P.S. baby, I couldn't breathe, laugh out loud, but the dress and I made it through." Okay, so they wear masks at these parties, all right? Not to say that it was one of the Hollywood parties, one of the official Hollywood parties, but they're doing the rituals of some sort here.
But insecure, jealous, petty, small-minded people got in their feelings and set up a false barometer of holiness based off of a dress.
In this short clip, under 2 minutes, they kept showing how the women were reacting. Okay, like this woman here, she's in her feelings. This false prophet is not teaching anything from the Bible, but she's soaking everything in. Okay, he's trying to stir up their emotions. The women are not likely to resist and stop attending his church of Satan. All right, 80% of the giving to Jamal Bryant comes from women. He said people set up a false barometer of holiness based off of a dress. Well, let's read 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 8 through 15. It says, "I desire that the men pray everywhere, lifting up holy hands without wrath and doubting. In like manner also, that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel with propriety and moderation, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly clothing, but which is proper for women professing godliness with good works. Let a woman learn in silence with all submission, and I do not permit a woman to teach or to have authority over a man, but to be in silence. For Adam was formed first, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived fell into transgression. Nevertheless, she will be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith, love, and holiness with self-control. Well, nothing that she did was with self-control. Okay, nothing that she did was professing godliness. Around all of this first lady doctrine. Okay, a lot of these apostate church, they go too far with the first lady doctrine. Okay, nowhere in the scriptures did it say a woman should be a first lady, but that's a whole other video. Let's continue.
Now you got to help some people because some people have embraced the full knowledge of ignorance without any assistance for understanding. The dress was not see-through. The dress was flesh color. But because you ain't never been nowhere and ain't never been exposed to nothing,
Has nothing to do with where a person has been or what they've been exposed to. Again, he's drawing attention to the dress, which is considered to not be modest apparel. How will men focus on the word of God when you're the pastor showing off the curves of your woman's body and she's not even your wife? Okay, it's devils like this where all they have in response to people calling out their filth is that saying y'all hating. Okay, just forget about what the word of God says. You and this harlot are on y'all way to the lake of fire. Period.
You got pretty legs, man.
Oh man,
And they lanolated.
man, listen,
I mean,
I'm back working out.
You put shea butter, jergens.
Oh, you see that?
They
Just-
glowing in the dark.
I'm just
Y'all
nourished.
zoom in. Do not skip leg day.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Sometimes you got to remind people, like, it's okay.
See, and in this clip, he's making comments about Cam Newton's legs. Okay, you should never make comments about another man's body. And you yourself, you're a man. All right, that's effeminate. Okay, that's the sodomite spirit. This guy probably swings both ways. Who knows? Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.